Hey guys, this is Seth here with an announcement you probably already know. I'm wonderful, aren't I? But seriously, uh, I did want to make sure to cover this because there's a lot that I have to uh, go through when it comes to this big, marathon I'm taking part in, which you can clearly see. So there's really no reason to tease it, but here, ladies and gentlemen, is where I'm finally going to be able to explain to you guys exactly what's going to be going on with the Hellfire Commentary Sonic-a-thon. And as the name implies, for I'd say 2 weeks, we are going to be doing nothing but Sonic games to raise money for Child's Play charity. Um, and it's pretty cool. This is the very first time I've ever done, a stream for Child's Play. Of course, a lot of you may know at this point that late last year and early this year, I did streams that were for Special Effect, which is an entirely different charity, but nevertheless, it is still a charity. And of course, if none of you already know, I do love to chip in for charity whenever I can, you know, if I have the funds anyway. Um, but even if I don't have the funds, what I'll usually do is promote the stream or whatever. Because I want to contribute in any way I can, even if it isn't with funds. But nevertheless, in this case, I'll be contributing with some game time, game sessions, and reading of donations and co-commentating and all this. But I will explain that as we go along because, as I said, there is a lot to cover, and it's certainly not as much as what other people are doing to chip in for the Sonic-a-thon, but it's enough that it won't be. I can't cover it within a few minutes and then it'll be done. But here's a lowdown. Starting August 4th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, that's 6 p.m. UK time, or GMT time, as you can see on the screen, and 10 a.m. I believe that's WST, which I believe. I'm not quite sure what that is. I really need to check that up, but um, nevertheless, it's actually pretty cool. Like, we're all gonna be getting together playing games, and right off the bat, on the very first day, you'll be getting pretty much, shit gets real right on the first day. Um, on day one, I will be doing Sonic Spinball. I will be playing that on stream, on the Hellfire Commentary stream. The very next day, I will be doing Secret Rings, a co-commentary. I'll be co-commentating for Secret Rings, which is a game I have not actually done that much commentary on since 2010, when I actually originally played the game in my spare time. So it's been a while since I've really been able to say. I've never really been able to say anything about this game, so this will be my first time to let that out. And of course, I'll be reading donations and all too. Uh, August 7th, which is 2 days later, I'll be playing Sonic 2 on the stream. I just recently did a practice stream of that. I am not going to be uploading that. Although I do have the recording. I thought I didn't have the recording, but somehow I did. But I will not be uploading that because, well, it's a practice stream and nothing really happens in that. There's no real reason to play it or upload it to YouTube or anything. And besides, I didn't even finish the whole game anyway. And I did get 6 of the emeralds though. But anyway, that's off topic in a bit. But I will be playing Sonic 2 on August 7th. Then 3 days later, after that, on August 10th, I will be co-commenting. Actually, these last 2 days I'll be doing, because I'll be doing 5 days out of the 14, in terms of any co-commentary or LPing or walkthroughs, or whatever, game sessions. August 10th and August 16th will be my busiest days because I will be doing co-commentaries and playthroughs on both of those days. On August 10th, I'll be doing co-commentary for Sonic Chronicles. Actually, now that I think about it, I believe Secret Rings and Chronicles are both being played by Tom. I could be wrong about that. I know Chronicles is definitely being played by Tom, and I'll be co-commentating for that. I think he's also doing Secret Rings, and I'll be co-commentating for that as well. So, needless to say, there's going to be quite a bit of co-commentary coming from me. So even when I'm not doing any playthroughs or whatever, I will still be doing some co-commentary. It's not going to be a lot of co-commentary. It's only going to be for a few games, but nevertheless, it's better than nothing, right? So, but after I do the Chronicles co-commentary, I will be reading donations and all again. Chronicles is actually a game I haven't done any. Well, actually, unlike Secret Rings, I've done co-commentary for Chronicles before for a last-minute continue, and that's been seeing uploads starting up on there. So if you want to check that out, go to lastminutecontinue.com and you'll find information about the Chronicles co-commentary I took part in last year for that. This year, however, for the Sonic-a-thon, I will also be doing co-commentary for Chronicles for this. Now, as I said, I do indeed have experience playing this game, along with co-commentating for this game, too. However, unlike the previous co-commentary I did for Chronicles on Last Minute Continue, for the HFC Sonic-a-thon, I will be pulling out a strategy guide and reading off of there, in terms of, helping out with any guiding that needs to be done, so that way things can continue to move smoothly, because that game is long, it's very complicated, and there's one thing I know about this game, is that it is somewhat easy to get lost on that game. So I want to make sure I can keep the flow going with the strategy guide I own. But after Chronicles is done, I will be doing a playthrough of Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Of course, you guys are well aware that I do love Spinball and Mean Bean Machine, and of course, it's no surprise that I'll be doing these for the Sonic-a-thon. But I will be doing Mean Bean Machine as well. So that will be happening on August 10th. The exact times, by the way, for all of these will be revealed later on down the line as we get closer to the event. Because anything could still happen. Like, there's still some games that can be changed up or whatever. Things can still change. And I wouldn't be surprised if that applied all the way up to the last minute, But as far as what I need to do is concerned, I believe everything on my part is pretty much concrete and set in stone. However, for everyone else, it's not as set in stone. So do not be surprised if you don't hear about the exact times or anything for a while, or, any other announcements we have in store. Because I do know you guys do not know the whole story about what we have planned for the Sonic-a-thon, but I can assure you that it is very interesting and you will look forward to it. But I can't really say anything at this time. I'm only going to be relaying what I'm going to be taking part, like what my involvement with the Sonic-a-thon is. More than likely, HFC will have a video showing off everything they're doing. I know Some Call Me Johnny is going to be doing a video showing off what he's going to be doing for the Sonic-a-thon. So if you want to know who's doing who and how much, or who's doing what and how much, and what exactly they'll be doing and everything in relation to the Sonic-a-thon, just go to their respective channels and go to their respective video for it, and you'll get everything you need to know. So that is pretty much everything happening on August 10th. August 16th, I do believe, is the second to last day of the Sonic-a-thon, and on that day I'll be doing a playthrough of a Sonic Pinball Party, which I've played once. I've beaten the story to once, and haven't played it since, because the story is something else. That's all I'll say. But I have played it. I've beaten it. I have not done any co-commentary for it. I have just as much experience with Pinball Party as I do with Secret Rings, so this will be fun. The only difference is that Pinball Party I'm actually playing compared to Secret Rings where I'm co-commentating. But anyway, after that, though, I will be doing co-commentary for a game that might not be what you guys expect. And that is none other than Sega Sonic the Hedgehog for the arcade systems and all. How are we doing that? You'll just have to see. But I think it's pretty obvious, but, whatever. But I will be doing co-commentary for that because I've actually played it. I do believe I recall when I played it, too. It was during the Sonic Paradox gaming collab back in 2011. And that was among some Sega Pico games, various other Sonic games. I actually probably played the most games during Sonic Paradox's gaming collab, and you can actually see some videos of it on my YouTube channel. I have a whole playlist dedicated to the various. I mean, it's not all the games I did. Like, it's not all the streams I did for the gaming collab I did for SP back in 2011. You know, the Project 20 gaming collab. But it is, I'd say, maybe if not 2/3 of it, definitely 1/3 of it. Um, the rest of it unfortunately got lost because I think it was something to do with the setup I had, like the issues I had. Like I accidentally forgot to save the things manually. Now when I actually save stuff, I do it automatically. But back then, I believe, because this was early on in my streaming career, you know, if you can call it a career, but early on when I was streaming, I didn't actually make stuff save automatically like I do now. Back then, it was more manually, just in case if there was something I didn't want to save at all. But back then, I would frequently forget to save things, and because of that, I lost a good portion of the gaming collab stuff I did for SP back then. However, I did keep quite a few of them at the same time, so I guess it was a win-lose situation. Like I said, you can find it on my channel. It's a playlist, you know. You might have to scroll back a bit in the list of playlists, but it's there. But, yeah, that's pretty much everything I'm going to be doing for the Sonic-a-thon. I was going to do Sonic 4 Episode 1 and 2 and Episode Metal as a donation incentive, but unfortunately, I can't really stream them because the PC version is laggy as shit on my computer. As for my 360, I'm not confident enough with my new capture card yet. I haven't even tested it out yet, which I've been meaning to do. So unfortunately, although I want to play it, you know, I can't because there's technical things I have to go through and all that. But that's already been taken care of. Others are already handling it, so at least there's that. I was also going to chip in. I was going to do more, but I do have other matters to take care of within a week after the Sonic-a-thon concludes that will keep me from being able to do more than I wanted to. So I can't say them right now, although I've mentioned it a couple times on live streams. But I am going to be taking part in something not almost immediately, but I'd say within a few days after the Sonic-a-thon concludes, is when something is supposed to start unfolding for a few days after that. And right in the smack dab in the middle of it, I'm supposed to be streaming for it and all that. But anyway, if that's any hint as to what I'm going to be doing, just think about around this time last year, and they'll start, you know, the answer will start forming in your head, I hope. But like I said, you'll know very soon. I wouldn't be surprised if it was within the next few days. So keep your eyes peeled on Twitter. And I will be doing a video on that, by the way. I will be doing a video on that later on. But other than that, I don't think there's really anything else to say. Other than, I hope you guys are hyped for the Sonic-a-thon. It's going to be taking place, as I said, on August 4th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, at 6 p.m. GMT or UK time, depending on where your location is. And there's going to be a lot of people getting involved with this. You know, you have an airman, you have, you know, Ryan, you have Some Call Me Johnny, you have XN Shadow, Ted. Unfortunately, Lewis isn't going to be taking part in this. I believe he's too busy to. Unfortunately, I believe that was the reason why he couldn't take part in this. But you do have the rest of BrainScratchComms taking part in this. You have HPAW taking part in this. You have, like I said, HellfireComms taking part in this, and you have Sonic Paradox taking part in this. So it's not like this is going to be a washout. No, it's for charity. It's a bunch of Sonic games for 2 weeks. No doubt it's not going to be 24/7, mind you. It's not going to be like over, you know, like 3 in the morning. You're going to wake up and you see us still playing Sonic games. No, there will be like during the daytime we'll be doing some games, maybe into the evening or whatever. I don't know yet, but for the most part, each day will only be like a I don't know what the best way to explain it, but you'll find out later on anyway, so fuck it. Like I said, you'll find out the exact schedule. Like, you could already look on the I believe you can look on facebook.com/HellfireCommentaries, and you can find pictures of the week 1 and week 2 schedules that show who's doing what for what day. However, like I said, the exact times are not yet known. I can't really comment on those because they're just so subject to change at this time. But other than that, I think I've covered everything I need to explain. We will be giving news on where you can donate and how you can donate very, very soon. But it is going for Child's Play. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to playing some Sonic games and co-commentating for some Sonic games, and all for a good cause. Because why not? It's for charity, and I'm all for it. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. And I will see you guys on August 4th, I guess, for the HellfireComms Sonic-a-thon. I hope you're looking forward to it. I sure am. And with that in mind, I will see you guys later. Take care, guys. Sayonara for now.